There's been some big updates to Google Gemini in 2026, and some of them are really significant if you're a language teacher or a language student. So what I'm going to do in this video is quickly show you the key updates that are good for language learning, and I'll also suggest a couple of ideas. This is going to be great particularly for things like reading and listening and learning vocabulary. Really hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it, but most of all, join me on my YouTube channel. Let's get started. One of the most popular language features in Google Gemini is the ability to make books. Look at this one that I've built here. Now they've improved this, and I'm just going to show you a quick taster. Then I'm going to show you how to do it, but then I'm going to show you some great tricks that you can now do. Let's just play a few seconds of this story.
Weekend in Krakow. Russell was very excited. He sat on the plane and looked at a map of Poland. He was flying to the city of Krakow for the weekend. He wanted to see new things and...
Now this story's got 10 pages in total, and all I did was go onto Google Gemini and ask it to make a story. Now these stories are vastly improved, and let me show you some of the new things that you can do. Once you've generated a story, you can easily share it with your students. They don't need to have an account. You can simply get them to access this link. You copy this link and they will then be able to watch the story. So if you're a language teacher and you want students to watch the story before or maybe watch the story after, remember they've got audio, text and pictures. Now let's see how you make these stories. You can use this in the free technology, and I'm going to show you a couple of brilliant tricks that you can now do. So to access Gemini, just go to your apps and click on Gemini. You can do this in the free tool, and I will use a free tool today. Now, once you come into your free tool, the only thing that you need to do is to click over here, and here you've got a button that says Storybook. Now, if you can't find that, and sometimes it's not there, just click on Gems, and in Gems, you'll also see that you've got Storybook. However, I just want to point out another way of working. If you just click on New Chat and you write the text, write a storybook, it will also do it, okay? So let's now make a storybook, and then I'm going to show you some of the new features that have been added in. Now all you need to do is write in your instructions here to the type of storybook you want, the language you want it in, the level, the topic that you want to discuss, and you can give a lot of detail. Now you can either write or you can record. Now this will work in multiple languages, and I'm going to do one in French. So I'm going to click on this button here. I'm going to give the instructions in English, but I'm actually going to ask it to produce a storybook in French. Can you make a storybook for me in French about a man who spends all his day doing sports? He's absolutely sports mad and he's always training. He gets up in the morning and starts by doing yoga. After that, he goes for a run. Later on in the day, after eating a healthy breakfast, he plays tennis. And later on in the afternoon, he goes to the gym, or sometimes he goes for a bike ride. Then he comes home, rests, eats lots more healthy food, and goes to bed early. He's super fit, but his life is evolved around sports. I would like this in French for a level B1 student of French, and I want the character's name to be Fred. Stop the recording, press the button, and it's going to make that story for me. Now it's going to take a few seconds to do it. Remember, I'm using the free tool, so let's wait and see what happens. And there is my storybook, and I can click on listen and listen to the story. Let's just listen a few seconds.
Le rythme de Fred. Le soleil se lève à peine sur la ville, mais Fred est déjà debout. Pour lui, chaque journée est une nouvelle occasion de repousser ses limites. Il commence...
Okay, so this is fantastic for me because I'm gone back to learning French again, and so I love the fact that I can now choose topics and make stories based at my level, which is around B1, B2 level. But look what we can now do. Okay, really hope you found that useful, and if you did, please click on the like button. So what I'm going to show you now is some new features that are included in Storybooks. For example, you can now really tightly link the storybook to other content. So you could put up a list of vocabulary that you want to include in the storybook. So if your students are studying certain words, you can tell the storybook, make me a story and include the following vocabulary. But not only that, you could even link it to a particular website or a particular YouTube video. Now that's what I've been doing. I've been watching YouTube videos, and in this case it's mainly in Polish because it's another language that I'm studying, watching those videos, studying the vocabulary, and then putting the link to the video into Storybooks and saying, can you generate a story based on this video? And it will produce a similar type of story based around the video. Now, this obviously depends on the video that you're choosing, but what I really like is that I'm really connecting my studies together, rather like working with a course book, because I've watched the video, I've studied the vocabulary, and now I'm reading and listening to a story based around the same topic. Let me give you an example. Now, if you're a teacher, this could be really a useful way to work. I'm going to do a search for shopping in English. I'm just going to paste in shopping for English into YouTube. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the filters, and I'm going to click on the filters, and I'm going to choose videos that are only 3 to 20 minutes. So all the videos now that I'm looking at will be only 3 to 20 minutes. That'll be good. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose videos that have got subtitles, because this is going to help Google Gemini. Now, these videos will be videos that have been uploaded by people, and they've also uploaded the subtitles to go along with them. Now, we've got some nice examples here. We've got one here, Shopping in London, Ultimate Shopping Guide. Okay. And I'm going to click on that video, and then all I'm going to do is copy the link. Now I can either copy the link here at the top, or I can go to here, the share button, and also copy the link here. Now I want to go back to Google Gemini, and I'm going to give it instructions to make a video about shopping in London and using some of the key vocabulary from this video, because I'm imagining that I've watched this video, I've studied the vocabulary, and now I want to kind of build a story around the vocabulary used in this video. Now I could of course tell Google Gemini the exact vocabulary that I want to use, but if you want to save time, this can be a really quick way of working, and it works pretty well. So coming back to Google Gemini, I'm going to click on here again. And again, I'm going to click on either Storybooks, or as I said, click on the Gems button and just choose Storybooks. And then you need to write in or say your instructions. So let me just put my instructions in. So I've asked it, can you make a storybook about a day in London shopping? Can you use some of the key vocabulary and language from this video? I have already watched this video, so it will be a great chance to revise some of the language from the video. And I've put the link into the video. Now, as I said, this is a quicker way of doing it. If you want to, what you can do is actually specify the vocabulary that you want to practice. Then click on the button, and I'm hoping it's going to produce a story for me in English based around that video. And that way I'm linking the two parts of my learning together. And this is something I'm doing a lot more these days, as Gemini is facilitating that option. And there it is. We've got a story called A Big Day Out in London. And even though I didn't specify the level, you'll notice that it kind of links to the level of the YouTube video that I was working with. Now, I'm doing this all the time now in Polish because I find it a really big help. Now, I've got one more additional big surprise for you now that I'm going to show you that we can do with Google Gemini. Just a super quick break from the video. If you do like what you're seeing and you want more free videos, then come over to my website, teachertrainingvideos.com. I specialize in making videos to show teachers and students how to use technology in their language teaching and their language learning. And there's loads of content on the website. Also, if you're a language teacher, think about signing up to the newsletter. As well as getting updated on all the latest videos, there's a free 14-part course where I basically highlight some of the key technologies that we're using in language teaching. And many of the tools that I highlight are completely free. Also, if you were interested in having more training with me, then join me on Patreon. You get free videos every month with no advertising, and you get the chance to meet me online as well for an hour's training. We do an hour's training every month with the Patreon group where we actually work with the technology so you really learn to use them well. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the video. Okay, what I want you to do is to click on New Chat. And again, we can do this in the free tool. And I want you then to click on Canvas. And what I want to do is I'm just going to paste in again that video link from that video that we was just watching. And I'm going to build an interactive quiz to check my understanding of that video. Now I'm going to click back and I'm just going to say, can you make an interactive quiz to check my understanding in English of this video? And I'm just going to put the link. Now remember that video included the transcript. Remember I chose videos that had the transcript. That's going to be important because Canva will now be able to access the transcript and generate the questions. Now I could even be more specific and say, can you focus on questions about comprehension, or can you focus on questions about the vocabulary, for example. But I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm just going to click on this button here. And here is my quiz. I've just started doing it actually, and I was just clicking. I've got the first one right. I'm moving to the second one. I got that right too. I'm going to click on the third one, which is the best known for alternative fashion, and I'm going to say Camden Town. And again, I got the answer right, and then I'll move on to the next one. Now, of course, when you generate these quizzes, check through them first. Make sure you're happy with the questions. But of course, if you've used videos that have got transcripts, it's going to be pretty accurate. And of course, if you click on this button here, you can generate the link. Now, just think through what we could be doing here. We got a video that we're watching on YouTube. We're watching some of the content from that video. We're studying the vocabulary with our students, working through the language. Afterwards, we do a quiz to check their understanding. And then finally, we give them, for example, a story based on the video for them to listen to in the evening time for homework. A really powerful way of linking everything together. Of course, it's a little bit more complicated than that. You'll need to think through how you're going to link it all together. But you can see that Google Gemini can really facilitate these kind of things. Now, I've got one final thing for you before we leave today's video. Okay, really hope you liked today's video, and if you did, please click on the like button. I love that idea of connecting everything together, watching a YouTube video, checking the vocabulary, then doing a quiz to check your understanding, and then maybe for homework getting the students to listen to the story, and then maybe in the next class talking about it or whatever. Lots of different ways you could work and build the content together. A lot of people have been asking me recently, how do I make my videos? I had someone even say that I'm AI generated. I definitely am not AI generated, and if you've been following my channel for many years, because I've been running it for many years, you'll realize that it is me appearing on the screen. And if you want to learn how I actually make my videos, watch this video that's on the screen now, and I go through the process, and you'll be surprised how easy it is. So very interesting if you are thinking of starting your own YouTube channel or making educational videos. One final thing, I have come across a technology recently, and I made a video about it, but it's not proved very popular simply because I think that people don't know about this tool. But I am using this technology almost on a daily basis now for my own language learning. It's called Gaston, and it is fabulous because you can put in any YouTube video and it extracts the transcript from that video, and then it allows you, for example, to save any phrases that you want to study, or to repeat any phrases so you can practice the pronunciation, or to click on a button and have it translated into multiple languages. So you might have the transcript in English, but then also have the Spanish translation underneath, or the French translation underneath. You can, for example, bookmark phrases that you want to study, and you can even link it to the AI and export the transcript. It really is a very useful technology, and it has a free option. And if you want to learn about Gaston, I'll put a video now on the screen that you can watch. Highly recommend it. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Okay, really hope you liked that video, and if you did, then please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos. Look at all the different menu items at the top of the screen here. If you're a teacher and you want to keep up a little bit more with the work I do, we often organize webinars, online courses, etc. Then sign up to the newsletter, and if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a free 14-part mini video course in using technology in language teaching, and nearly everything I suggest is free. If you want to take it a little bit further, then think about joining me on Patreon. If you join Patreon, you get extra videos every month with no advertising. I just go straight into the training, lots of ideas about how you can use the technologies in the class with your students. And you also get the chance to meet me online once a month for some direct training, and that's a real opportunity for you to practice using the technologies with me. And finally, if you want to go even further, join me on my very popular course, Technologies and Approaches to Blended, Hybrid and Online Teaching. I do that in collaboration with NILE, that is the Norwich Institute for Language Education, a very prestigious organisation in the UK. And that course has been running for many years and is very popular. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave a few more videos on the screen now that you might find useful.